Good evening, everybody. If you're coming from Europe, it's 8 o'clock in London tonight, and it's 9 o'clock in Stockholm and the rest of Europe. It's the middle of the day in America, and it's very early in Asia and Australia. My name's Pat Dooley, and I'm going to be your host tonight. You've come to this website. It's a live webinar, and we're going to talk about I can get rich. And we're going to tell you a little bit about that. We're going to tell you a little bit about Leo and how it fits into what we're doing. We're going to talk about some of their products. It's going to be a very short, sharp presentation. So let's get stuck into it. I can get rich, guys, is a simple acronym. It means improve consistently and act now. Rich is recurring income can happen. And then we're going to teach you how to create recurring income. Now, a little bit about me. I've just come off a 10-year sabbatical. I had recurring income for 10 years. And through those 10 years, I learned a little bit about this industry. I've improved myself, and I've now come back into the industry, back into Europe, to bring a new paradigm to the world of network marketing, affiliate marketing, web design marketing, MLM, whatever you want to call it. It is cool and we love it. Maybe we should call it the recurring income marketing paradigm. If I could show you a way to make as much money as you want without you becoming an expert, how interested would you be? Every time I ask this question to someone in real life, they generally say, sure, tell me what it is. And of course I say, I'd love to, and I'm just going to write you out a napkin. So instead of doing this tonight, I've changed it up a little bit to make it a little bit more flowing. We're going to talk about what is the Leo plan. Wow, it's all over the place. We're going to talk about who is behind Leo. We're also going to talk about a variety of other things. So let's get it all up there. One, what is the Leo product? Money-making machines? What are they? We're going to talk about those. Entrepreneurial training? We're going to talk about those. Technology products? Not so much. Then we're going to talk about who are the people behind Leo. And I'll tell you a bit about how we started, and Dan Anderson and Atif. I'm going to tell you about the plan, how to generate fast income, how to generate long-term growth and create more free time, and of course that's a wonderful investment. So let's start off on the product. Let's get straight into this product. What is the Leo marketing entrepreneurial? What are these things? What are money-making machines? This is what generally happens when someone says that. What are money-making machines? One of our products is the Leo coin. It's a crypto money. Basically, it's made in computers around we could call it cloud computing. You can also do your own computing and make your own crypto money. Most people don't have those skills, so they lease one of these machines, these servers, and it creates crypto money. Every day drops into your back office, in your back of your computing online system. What do they look like, these wonderful Leo coins? They're virtual money, but it's crypto money. Let me tell you a little story about this. When someone asks me, what is Bitcoin and how is Bitcoin, how does it relate to what we're doing? I often get this, I sort of understand what Bitcoin is. I said, well, imagine just for a minute that Bitcoin is very similar to IBM. Back in the 1950s, the rise of the corporation, IBM, created this wonderful computing mechanism. And it wasn't until the mid-70s, really the 80s, that Microsoft came along and changed the paradigm. So the whole thing changed, and we all know what happened with Microsoft and Bill Gates. One of the key things that they did is they went and took software to the merchants or the business people around the world. It was not dependent upon language. Yeah, they made it language, but it was dependent on the businesses getting better access to services. IBM created the entire industry, one could argue, and yet Microsoft took it to another level. Now, in 2008, really 2009, Bitcoin created, there was a creation by Satoshi, this group of programmers, and created a new money designed for the 21st century, designed for the internet, designed for cash over the internet. And it wasn't until the company Leo that put out a new product that all of a sudden this type of product such as crypto money was accessible and is now accessible for a platform for merchants around the world. This is what crypto money is doing right now. It's allowing merchants around the world to do cash trade, but on the internet. It's something that no other platform has done. Now, if you guys are familiar with Paul Tudor Jones, or if you're familiar with Bogle, or maybe Carl Icahn, or these are self-made billionaires, Warren Buffett, you're definitely familiar with Mr. Warren Buffett. All these self-made billionaires, they have a few things in common. Buffett in particular is the king of picking undervalued companies. Now, an undervalued crypto coin right at the moment is the Leo coin. And the reason why it's undervalued, a couple of different reasons, but one of the big reasons is that the platform that they are creating for merchants around the world is right on the beginning of turning it into a global phenomenon where computing is not the key, skills are not the key. The key is really simple. Consumers can send over at the blink of an eye internet cash, and the businesses can send back their products. It can be microeconomic based, people out of Africa, small amounts of money in Asia. The underbanked world is about 75% of the population don't have access to plastic. They cannot participate in the global economy. Crypto money makes that happen. You don't need the internet and the infrastructure that we have in first world countries. It's enough with towers and a smartphone, access to the internet with the smartphone, and all of a sudden, these new people hungry for business, hungry for opportunity, guess what they have? They have money, and they can send to go and buy products and services everywhere. Leo is making this possible right now. And this is why I call it undervalued, because the world doesn't know about it yet. Now, you may not have gone and understood all of what I just said, and so we're not going to talk to you all about crypto money. What we're going to tell you is, if you haven't been to cryptoismoney.com, go there. Spend a few minutes watching some of the videos, and if you're up for the challenge, read some of the papers underneath the videos, and you will get an understanding of how crypto money is now playing a new role in the internet economy and how Leo is connecting in. Aha! Mr. Spike, he now understands it, just like you do, I believe, and now your people around the world, whether they're in America, whether they're in Africa, whether they're in Australia, whether they're in Sweden, simple way to do business. Leo and the Leo coin. Yes, we do have entrepreneurial training products. It's arguably the main product of network marketing, is how you improve yourself. Some people might argue that the main product is money. Imagine a company that their product is money and self-improvement. That's Leo's business opportunity. So let me tell you a little bit about the plan. All plans in the network marketing industry, if they're effective, you're going to make some money out of it. There's a few keys to understand. Generate fast income. When you bring a customer to the business, you get 10% of what they buy. Simple. When you build a team, a left and a right team, you get 10% of the lesser leg. Simple. As your team grows, you get up to 30% of matching bonuses for leaders in the industry, you know this is incredibly powerful. Something that Leo does that I've not seen in other companies is they have a reverse matching bonus. Usually you get paid on your downline, the people that you bring to the business. Well, just imagine that the people that you have brought you to the business, you get paid on their check. A reverse matching bonus that goes upline. What a concept. Leo produces this. We get paid instantly with direct commissions, and we also get paid weekly. But most important, if you've got affiliate marketing or networking and you've done anything online or in real life, usually you are compelled to buy products every month to be qualified. Leo doesn't have this. You need to buy a certain amount to start off with. And in fact, you can buy your whole yearly supply in your first purchase. Interestingly enough, if you and when you have customers who come in and buy products, their first purchase is an entire year's worth of products, such as a mining rig for a year that produces Leo coins. You lease that mining rig for a year, and it continues for the second year and the third year and the fourth year and so on. And the second and third and fourth years, you just pay for the upkeep. Now, let's say that you do this when you sponsor one of these customers. Instead of dragging out the recurring income for £10 a month for 12 months or 10 months or something, they pay you up front. So your entire yearly recurring income is paid to you in the first transaction and the first week's balance of the checks. Very interesting concept. You max out at £15,000 a week once you get there. That's about 1.3, 1.4 million American dollars. Now, if that's too much for you, you can give it away to charities, because Leo has a charity foundation. We have a variety of towers. We have real estate. We have education platform. We've got a whole bunch of different products. So if it's too much, I'm sure we can help you give it to the meeting. Now, who are behind this company? I would agree, and I hope you will too, that one of the things about networking companies is that you don't really know these people. You know the facade, you know the spin, but how important is transparency for you? Integrity, how important is that? What about professionality? Delivering on people's promises and having a story that is not a flash in the pan, it's epic. It's a long story. Now, Dan and Atif, I've met both of these people. I believe that the characteristics of these two are, they embody transparency and integrity, professionality. Let me tell you a little bit more about Dan. He's the CEO of the company. He's the president of Leo. He's absolutely passionate in the potential inside you, inside people. The only thing that you need to do is unlock it. You've got to find that key, the key to that latent potential, a belief that I personally share and have done for many, many years. Now, Dan became a corporate leader and he worked his way up from the field. He has done businesses in the past. He moved into management and training consultancy for Fortune 500 companies. Some of his clients consisted of Toyota and DHL, Philips, and major clients in the UK. He believes that businesses that succeed do so because their owners have gone out of their way to acquire the scope of thinking and the skills required. The wonderful thing about this is every Leo associate, they are fortunate enough to have access to learn all these skills. It's one of our products. Now, during his 14 years on the corporate side, Dan has been with other companies in the UK and Chinese companies and been responsible for 24 countries in Europe, as well as Israel, Canada, and the USA. Now, this gave him the global platform and experience needed to lead and operate a seamless global company. I find this very important. But before Leo, Dan took on an entrepreneurial startup and took it from 300 distributors to 13 million accounts. And then in early 2012, his path turned into Leo. His running mate, Atif Kamran, also the co-founder, the chief marketing officer, he's been working with Dan for many years, both on the corporate side and in the field, and they make a wonderful and dynamic team. Atif's fluent in 4 languages, has a wealth of international business experience, including more than 10 years experience direct selling. And his passion lay in improving the field, in the communities, the members, people like you and I. And so it's a natural choice for him to be in charge and responsible for field communications, recruitment, training, and sales. These are the 2 that are running the company. They have assembled a team of 100 plus people in 10 corporate offices around the world. This is not a flash in the pan. It's now getting into the latter end of the 3rd year with some amazing products that are in its time. Many people ask what's the plan, and many people want to know what the products are. But if you're a leader out there, you also know, and you need to know, who is running the ship. And these are the guys that are doing it. That's why I spend a little bit more time on that, because I find this incredibly important for a long developed business.
How about we take a little peek at what Dan and Atif have to say for themselves? I'm just going to give you a little bit of this cool video. Check this out.
I know that there is greatness inside of everyone. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. I've spent my whole career finding ways to unlock that potential inside of people. When I was a young man, I was always looking for adventures, and I guess I was looking for answers. And traveling is wonderful. It teaches you about the world, but more importantly, it teaches you about yourself. Now, I realized that I wanted a lot more out of life than I was going to get working for other people. At some point, you realize life is short. You either start working to make your own dreams come true, or you'll always be part of someone else's.
I moved to the UK when I was 25 years old. I knew nobody and wasn't aware of the culture and traditions. It was really tough, but I was determined. I have always believed that efforts are eventually rewarded, and that's why I gave it everything I had. Sometime I wondered if I was ever going to make it, but things changed for me when I met Dan Anderson. He became my mentor and inspiration. Dan gave me the belief and skills to make my life a success.
What I saw in Atif was someone with so much talent, so much drive. He's the hardest working human being I know. He cherishes his family above all else, and that is what motivates him.
Together we launched Leo to share our knowledge and create life-changing opportunities for everyone.
Our vision is to give anyone with that flicker of desire to succeed the opportunity and the method to become an entrepreneur, to regain control of their lives and start their own journeys towards success.
Hope you enjoyed that. Wonderful video. We have many more of those videos. What about Leo? What about the concept?
Let's talk about ownership. Most times, we all don't own what we'd like to. There's a high probability the main reason is that we don't earn enough to own what we want. But what about learning a little bit more so that we could earn that little bit more to be able to own exactly what we want? This is the Leo business concept. And the interesting thing about Leo is that we encompass money with our mining products, with our crypto money, which is second to none. And our learning platform, which has the field, it has academics, it has the science behind it, it has the empirical data, and on top of all of that, it has the proof in the field. So how much to get started with this thing? Well, you can start off at £125 if you just want to dip your toes in the water. Now, if you want to get in dive all in, get total full support with your upline, you can go for £1,250. And there are other few price packets in there in between for the entrepreneurial training packets. You get back to the person who invited you here. If you want a mining rig, you go to learnearnown.com/their username. If you want one of those wonderful training packages, you can go to myleobusiness.com, their username. This will allow you to get in and start building a business. And this is just an introduction. The idea with this introduction is to get you to see the bigger picture. There is more here than meets the eye. The plans that are coming up with the Leo coin, the merchant platform, the trading exchange around the world, the new promotions that are coming up with apps and ATMs, and how it's developing in the different countries in Asia and Australia, how things are moving along, how we are absolutely compliant with DSA approved in many of the countries we're in, pending in other countries that we're moving into. We have so many wonderful things to talk about: training and money, learning and spending and investing. It's all up to you. So let me ask you this question. Are you your own traffic cop? Can you see a green light? Can you see a red light? And can you see an amber light? They're in your mind, my friends, because in 2 years down the track, you're going to be somewhere anyway. Imagine the benefits it will be right now by getting involved. Start mining, leasing, build up your portfolio of Leo coins, improve your thinking with our training, with our system, and you're going to be in a place that you thoroughly enjoy. Thanks for your time. Get back to the person who put you here, and bye for now.